This video is one of 10 in this particular class on the selection process. And in this session we want to talk about references. Now this is a short class just looking at an overview about references. The first thing we need to note here is in picking up references we are asking someone in perhaps a different company or an education institution at a university or a college or someplace of that nature. We're asking them about their opinions about another person. So we have a transitive relationship here, a trust relationship that's transitive, because we have to trust the person who's giving the reference. We have to believe that they are themselves in good standing, that they are honest and open and reasonable, and that they are being fair to the candidate. So we have to trust the person giving the reference. So we're inquiring first of all about the trust in the person giving the reference, and then we have to believe the reference based on that, which applies to the candidate we're inquiring about. So references are almost a two-stage trust process. We have to trust the person giving the reference, then we have to trust that that information is correct and that the person at the final end, the person we're interested in recruiting, that person has good quality. So references are widely used. They're used for all important job vacancies, and references are based on trying to bridge the gap between what the candidate says about him or herself and what is the actual state, the actual truth. Because there is a temptation, perhaps, on the part of some candidates to exaggerate their abilities in their application forms. So to get a balanced view, we ask someone who knows the person. And this helps the employer make a more balanced and reasonable decision about employing that person or not. Essentially, the process involves collecting information about the employee's work history by contacting their previous employers. That's normally the case. It could be, if it's a student, contacting the university or contacting the college, but it's trying to collect additional information about the person, not just relying on what the person says about him or herself, but looking also at what others think about that person. And these other people are reliable people and have good reputations. The process allows employers to gain a better understanding about the candidate, about their qualifications, their experiences, and their training. So the person giving the reference, the referee, that person should not be related to the candidate. That person should not have any dealings with the candidate other than professional dealings. Dealings within the organisation as an employer or within the university as a tutor. There should be no other relationships involved. And that means that what is written by the referee is more objective and more reliable. So it helps the employer get a better understanding about the candidate, about their qualifications, about their experiences, about their trainings, about their abilities, about their history, about their background. The information allows employers to assess the candidate and to see if the candidate is suitable for the job. It's just perhaps one more piece of evidence, if you like. The candidate may have been interviewed. The candidate may have done a presentation within the business. The candidate may even have gone to an assessment centre. So when everything is brought together, a picture is formed about the candidate as to whether he or she is suitable. And a reference is one of those pieces of information that can be brought forward. Candidates will state in the CV their references. They will list the referees. They will talk about the references where they may be collected, and will state exactly who the referees are. And they will have approached the referees and got consent from the referees to use them as referees. So they will contact the tutors in advance and ask them if they would be willing to be the referee. So everything is in place for the company to write to the referee and ask for a reference. The references may be obtained in writing, or they might be standard forms. They may be even collected electronically through standard forms. Or they may even be contacted by telephone, a telephone interview of the referee, asking about the candidate and asking about his or her ability. So references are very important. They're still used. But again, care and attention must be paid to the objectivity of the reference, and the standing of the referee, the professional standing of the referee, must be taken into account also. So the company can get one more perspective on the candidate for the job before employment is offered, so that no mistakes are made, and it's not a costly exercise to undo the mistakes. They're trying to make a decision and get the decision right first time. That's all we're going to say about references. They are important, and it's important to note what we've got here in this short video, and also pad out your notes on this area. It's important to have a good understanding of the importance of references. But that's all we're going to do here, so I'm going to leave this topic and say thank you for watching.